Welcome, fiends, to Recap World. You won't believe the darkness we're diving into today, the supernatural horror plot of the Black Phone. This isn't just a simple kidnapping story, it's a deep dive into the absolute terror hiding beneath 1970s suburbia, where fear is a constant and the dead are the only ones you can trust. Our story rips us back to Denver, Colorado, in 1978, a seemingly normal world haunted by the constant disappearances of young boys. The kidnapper? An enigma known only as the Grabber, a masked serial killer who drives a sinister black van and often poses as a part-time magician using black balloons to lure his victims. His methods are chillingly ritualistic. He plays a sick game called Naughty Boy, waiting for the boys to break his arbitrary rules so he can justify the violence and murder he intends to commit. He is a symbol of unexplained, pure evil in a world where authority is utterly useless. Against this backdrop of systemic terror, we meet 13-year-old Finney Shaw, a shy, clever boy navigating a life dominated by fear from the school bullies to his own abusive, alcoholic father. His only solace is his fierce bond with his younger sister, Gwen. Gwen is special. She possesses powerful psychic gifts, manifesting in intense, prophetic dreams about the ongoing abductions, a talent she inherited from their mother. The stakes are catastrophically high, as the Grabber has already taken 5 boys, including Bruce Yamada, a good-natured baseball rival of Finney's. The terrifying cycle accelerates when Finney himself is targeted. While walking home, he shows a moment of kindness, approaching a vulnerable man, the Grabber, of course, who pretends to struggle with groceries near his black van. In a flash, Finney is overwhelmed by a chemical-soaked cloth and taken. The room contains a mattress, a toilet, a high, barred window, and, centrally, a mysterious, perpetually disconnected black rotary phone mounted on the wall. The Grabber insists it hasn't worked since he was a kid. Just when Finney is succumbing to utter despair, the phone begins to ring. He answers only to realize he is the only one who can hear the calls, confirming the supernatural nature of his predicament. On the other end of the line are the disembodied, angry voices of the 5 boys who came before him. They are the collective force of survival, absolutely determined that Finney should succeed where they failed. The help begins immediately, forming a chronological, cumulative escape plan. The first haul is from Bruce Yamada, the baseball rival. Bruce, hazy and losing his memory, is the first to offer critical tactical advice. He tells Finney to find a loose tile in the hallway of the basement and dig underneath it. This seemingly simple instruction will be essential for the final confrontation. Next, Griffin Stagg, known as the escape artist, calls. Griffin reveals that he carved the combination to the front door's padlock into the concrete wall because he was afraid of forgetting it. Crucially, he reveals the Grabber is asleep upstairs, granting Finney a window to attempt an escape, though it ultimately fails. The attempt, however, allows Finney to briefly scope the house and its security. The third call comes from Billy Showalter, the paper boy. Billy instructs Finney on how to find a hidden thick cord and thread it through the metal bars of the basement window in a desperate effort to escape. Billy also delivers a crucial warning that saves Finney from a psychological trap. He warns Finney not to go upstairs, despite the Grabber deliberately leaving the basement door ajar. The fourth voice belongs to Vance Hopper, the neighborhood bully. Vance provides a critical defensive position. He tells Finney about a large hole he punched in the wall across from the toilet and instructs Finney to widen it, creating a hiding spot and a point of ambush. While Finney is preparing the ultimate escape plan, Gwen is having a breakthrough in the outside world. Her prophetic dreams reach a hyper-specific peak. She sees crucial images, including the iconic yellow balloons and, most importantly, the exact address of the house, 7741 Shoshone. Despite the DPD's initial reluctance, her detailed information is too potent to ignore, forcing the police to investigate. Finally, the last call is from Finney's best friend, Robin Arellano. Robin gives Finney the psychological ammunition he needs, providing fighting tips and a critical pep talk to stand up for himself. Most importantly, Robin delivers the final piece of the trap. Use the heavy black phone receiver, fill it with the dirt Finney gathered from Bruce's spot, and turn it into a devastating improvised weapon. The climax arrives. Knowing the Grabber is coming to kill him, Finney executes the composite plan. He stretches Billy's cord across the floor as a tripwire and hides in Vance's hole. When the Grabber descends to start his sick game, he trips. As the killer falls, Finney emerges, swinging the weaponized phone. He strikes the Grabber, beating him down. In a devastating reversal of power, as the killer lies bleeding out on the floor, the black phone rings one final time. The Grabber hears it too. The collective voices of all 5 slain boys, Bruce, Griffin, Billy, Vance, and Robin, can now be heard by their murderer, taunting him in their moment of shared final victory. Finney delivers the final, lethal blow by wrapping the phone cord around the killer's neck and snapping it. Finney escapes just as the police arrive at the address provided by Gwen. The emotional reunion of the siblings marks the end of the immediate horror and the beginning of Finney's profound transformation. When Finney returns to school, the shy, scared boy is gone. He faces his former bullies with an unbreakable confidence, secured by the knowledge that he survived the ultimate evil. In his final act of self-actualization, he approaches his crush and asks her to call him Finn, shedding his old identity and walking away from the cycle of fear forever. This story is a masterclass in collective resilience, showing how the shared trauma of the past can be weaponized against the future's evil. What do you think was the single most crucial piece of advice Finney received from the ghosts? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more horror plots broken down and recapped in chronological detail, hit that like button and subscribe right now.